welcome back to It All Started with Tarot. How are you guys doing today? I'm here to do a collective reading. See what's going on. What's going on? Let's see what's going on in the collective energy. Alright, outrageous openness, sacrifice, expansiveness. Alright. Let's see, these are the ones that want to turn over. One split out. Clearing. Alright. So we have outrageous openness, sacrifice, expansiveness, and clearing in the reverse. The overall energy is inner power. He says, dear love, open me to your will. Release me from my attachments. Surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive. Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go, illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. Alright, so this sounds, when it comes to the clearing, it says it's letting go of control. 1, letting go of your ego. 2, sacrificing whatever that attachments that you have, whether that be addictions, obsessions, ego. All these things are being cleared, collective. Alright? So, when I'm thinking, when it comes to outrageous openness, this is, I feel like this is hopefulness, wish fulfillment, or being, optimistic about the situation. Being optimistic about whatever's been ailing you, slowing you down, delaying you. This is being removed, will be removed from your life. So basically cutting out anything that doesn't serve your highest good. This sacrifice of things that you used to hold on to that were not good for you. One is going to help to either bring balance to the ego or destroy it altogether. And this is the journey that we are as a collective. So collective, we could have been in our lower vibrations, which is our wounded ego, or lower vibration of the ego. Maybe ego is a negative energy to be in. So either we're learning about these things that we used to hold on to for ego reasons, for like insecure reasons, and for like things that happened to us in our past, that we use certain things to build up these walls, to put up these walls of protection when it comes to us moving and operating in our past wounds as well as our childhood wounds. You feel me? So like when you say you're not going to do a certain thing or a certain way anymore, or maybe the way you used to love a person in the past, you're no longer going to love that person the same way, or the next person. You know what I mean? Which is, you're still carrying the energy from the past relationship into the next one. You know what I mean? Because you're still operating in trust, and you're still operating in lack. You feel me? I'm going to get you before you get me, that type energy. This is the things that we are having to clear. You know what I mean? But we have a lot of reason to be in that energy, because we have been misled, miseducated, and betrayed, and watered down, diluted when it comes to our mental and spiritual intake, as well as capacity, or something like that. So I feel like Spirit is saying, it's time for us to give. This is what we cutting away. Our wounds is what kept the world moving in the way that it was. You feel what I'm saying? Our bruised egos. For example, like somebody that used to get bullied at school, right? They start to feel a type of way against the person with a type of look. So next thing you know, that prejudice manifests in another prejudice, which causes you to miss an opportunity due to the prejudice, right? So again, that's something else that we're going to have to clear. So like when we come to being open, that's like being open to each other without casting judgment. You know what I mean? Understanding that we all have a path. We all have lessons to learn. We all have a path that's going to help change our perspective on our own path, so we can understand and respect others when it comes to other people's choices, decisions, and free will, stuff like that. So that's what Spirit could be having us work on. I have a card I hiding. And the card that I was hiding in another deck, it says sanctity. I think that's how you pronounce it. Through offering, even the most mundane problem can be a sacrament. So it's like I'm gonna use me for example. What I've been going through, there's a lesson in it. There's a message in everything. You feel what I'm saying? And every day that I go on through life is a message behind every door. It's a message behind every opportunity. It's a message in every video that I watch. It is a message in everything you do. Why? Because that's your journey. That's your path. That's your purpose. But you have to be awakened in order to catch the message. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of these messages that you probably wouldn't even catch if you weren't awakened could be serious. But once you start awakening, it could be very beneficial to you and your loved ones. And that's just how I see that right there. But anyway, but like when it comes to my journey and the message that I'm learning, is I could look at the world very grim, and when I receive the truth on what the world looked like, I do express my emotions for what I see and what I feel. You know what I mean? I feel it. I get mad about it. And I'm just like, how could it? Why should it? How come? Why did it have to be this way? And I can stay in that energy forever, but that's not going to change anything. So what I do is I manifest. Or I change my perspective on the situation. I can't over worry about something that I don't have the possibility and ability to change at the moment. But of course, you can change the way you look at it. So it's when I'm seeing this outrageous openness to sacrifice, it's like everything you cut off, you leave or walk away, it's a message, right? It's something, a confirmation comes after you leave whatever it is that you have to leave. You know what I mean? They will reveal to you later on down the line what the benefit of you cutting off that person, cutting off that job, cutting off that car, cutting off whatever it is that you have a trouble letting go. They always come and confirm to you that you made the right decision. You feel me? It's no longer being scared to make the move, just trusting that it's the right one. Especially if you're listening to your intuition, but still taking the leap if you know it's going to benefit you. Only thing that's holding you back is fear. Right? Something like that. So as it continue to get easier to let go of things that you were scared to let go of, you open a door for something else to come in. You know what I mean? You open the door for a new idea. You open the idea for a new move, a new house, a new car, a new friend, a new partnership, a new job when you aren't scared to let go. Let go of control. Let go and trust that this situation is going to fall in line as your birth chart, as the day you made the agreement before you got here. You feel me? Your path was already set down to the time. Matter of fact, even down to your birthday. You feel what I'm saying? Your birthday is recorded somewhere. You feel me? You are, because like I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like, you know how, say like for the celebrities, right? And when they got discovered, right? And everything they have been working for, boom, 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 busting their ass for, and one day, you know, all that whole path to get to wherever they got to, that one day made all them other days make sense, is when the day they got discovered and the day they took off. Boom. And up until that time, that moment, that day is when everything else made sense. Right? But it still got them to that point in that time, in that location to be seen. They just had to continue to go with the flow. They had to continue to show up. Right? They didn't give up on the dream. They didn't give up on the vision. And then they finally winded up where? On the television. Right? They ended up on the television, which a lot of people say tell a lie. I get it. But their vision led them to be on the television. And then they was able to tell the story of their vision, of their journey, of their path. How all that manifested, came back 360. 360 degrees. Remember I told y'all the degrees, all of that is in your chart, is in your path. So when it comes to our journey in life, we just have to be able to jump and not be scared of the jump. You feel me? Or when spirits say go, you just gotta go. Regardless of who's putting up the opposition, whoever's holding you back, you just gotta go when it's time to go. You feel me? You giving the will. Everybody be like, what's it? Jesus take the wheel? Hello? Not Jesus, but I say spirit ancestors take the wheel. That's what you mean. And you being a passenger and trusting that they're going to take you where it is that you want to go, or the best place for you to go safely. Something like that. There's plenty of other ways to look at it. This is just mine. Right? So it's like trust. What is it? Trust and believe. You know what I mean? Trust that they got you. If this ain't just for me, trust that this is going to work out. But trust y'all had to see first. Trust our minds was confined, restricted, and constructed. Right? We have to bust out of this in order to find our peace, in order us to find our peace of mind. Because the manipulation, y'all, since I've been on this journey, I've discovered and I've learned, and I was like, wow. You know what I mean? You have to be careful what you watch, eat, drink, all of that, you know? I know that, but I don't mean I'm knowing that. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that. I understand that's where I'm going. That's what understanding I'm learning. I have the right, I have moments where I have to express myself. I have to speak how I feel, not how somebody wants me to feel. You feel what I'm saying? That's fine. Say it like you mean it. Don't say it like you're scared. Say it with your chest. Whether that's with somebody or by yourself. Don't be scared to speak the truth in the presence of someone or not. And then 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 once you clear that area of how you feel, you start to receive the downloads. And when the downloads come, you keep them neutral. You don't try to plastic surgeon them. You don't try to sugarcoat them. You don't try to make them fit. This is the time of your vulnerability when you are being 100% real with yourself. When you just got finished being real how you felt, you're going to be 100% real with yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Something like that. So, when it comes to, we're going to jump into the Akashic Tarot and see what I could get out of this on what I just said. You feel me? Like, because I'm going to tell you, when I just got finished doing this other reading, you know what I mean? I said what I checked my chest and said how I felt and said what I saw. You know what I mean? And again, while somebody over here playing with this black magic and this heart attack magic and this heart spell, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you can have that back. That belongs to you. It don't belong over here with me. All right? I said no. The end of the story. If you choose to continue to play with your life, that's up to you. Stop trying to play with mine because it's only going to make it worse for you. And I'm just going to leave that at that. And Archangel Gabriel is here. Archangel Gabriel is still with us, and he wants me to speak clearly and to be tactful when it comes to my words and to pay attention. Let me make sure that's what he said again. So yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying? So he said I just said was true. What I said was the truth. All right, so I'm gonna be speaking some truth. So we're gonna look what these Akashic records are saying. So we got 2 keys, the treasure. Oh, hold on, this card hiding back here. All right, we got 2 keys, the treasure. We got 6 of roses in the reverse, the war of the roses. We got the king of roses. And then we got the 6 of roses in the reverse. And then we got the 1 of keys, the architect. And then we got the 3 of forces, the bird's nest. Let me go see. All right, so this is about stability. All right, this is about finances. So we got this, we juggling, Spirit said we are juggling finances because this King of Swords, this authority figure, this lawyer, this judge, this politician, right, could be juggling finances, right, or is playing with the money. You feel me? This person is playing with the money, right? All right, so this person is playing with the money. You know what I mean? Because they gave them the power and authority to do this. You feel me? So, going back to the beginning of the message, right? When I said outrageous openness, sacrifice, expansive, clearing. Again, our minds was constructed, restricted, manipulated, and all of whatever I said, right? So Spirit was like, with us thinking the way we was thinking, it caused us to be restricted, and it damn near caused us to be sacrificed. You know, metaphorically speaking, we damn near sacrificed ourselves for this person to be in power. You feel what I'm saying? Spirit is teaching us about these type of things. The past is what's causing us to be stuck due to the way that we think. It's time for our minds to expand. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when everybody, I mean, there should be boundaries with AI. I get that. But at first, everybody was scared, like, oh my God, this and this. But if you go and steal somebody's content or whatever, you're gonna have to pay the person or go to jail. But Simple is simple that. So when everybody was out here, they was operating in fear. You feel what I'm saying? Because of what these closed-minded people was telling them, right? So not only did they bring in this negative energy and this tension due to the fear and their lack mindset, or the fear of being threatened or taking their power away, them not being able to do something, caused more harm than good. So anyway, so now everybody's like, juggling finances, and they want to know why. They said, why? Because this King of Swords, because y'all wanted this person to be in power. What's the reason why y'all wanted this person in power? Because you couldn't let go of the past or didn't want to let it go. No, I said that. You either wanted to hold on to the past or didn't want to let the past go. There's a reason why y'all brought this man in power. And y'all like, why everything's so high? Why this? Because when y'all hired this person, you hired them for the money reason. Now you was out here being selfish and greedy, and you wonder why the money looking funny for some people. This is what you wanted, right? And now you heartbroken? Now you disappointed in your choice. We've been down this road once or twice before. So now y'all see that how y'all minds cause y'all to sacrifice what you want, you and your wants and desires, because your minds were closed when they need to expand. You have to release this negative way of thinking, this negative energy. It's 10. Can y'all feel it? Y'all not feeling that? Y'all must be doing all right. Y'all feel that tension and that energy, don't you? You feel it. You don't know what's going to happen next. Come on, bruh. Y'all feel that pressure. So now, y'all having to deal with selves, finances, family, truth, clarity, confrontation, confronting people from your past in your family. You know what I mean? Y'all addressing people for not saying, not speaking up. Why you do this and why you do that? Why you let that happen? Why you let this happen? Y'all confronting each other on y'all own mess. And that is like ripping a mask off. At least a layer of it. You know what I mean? Some y'all just getting tired. The wife nagging, you getting tired of that. The husband nagging, you getting tired of that. The infidelity, you getting tired of that. The imbalance in the relationship, partnership, co-workership, situationship, y'all getting tired of that. Because y'all is getting tired of the same old tired mindset that had you in lack. And these people was just trying to put y'all right back there. That's the tug and pull. That's the tug of war right now. Where my money at? That's what everybody's saying, or the ones that I've been seeing. Why they not doing nothing? You want it in the dark, and they want it in the light. This situation is totally unbalanced, and it's throwing off everybody else. You're not going to be happy if the universe ain't happy. If the earth ain't happy, y'all not going to be happy. Y'all keep trying to claim a power that don't belong to you. That's the problem. And the power that you've been claiming belongs to somebody else. You just try to overpower them. And they coming to collect that you know what I'm saying? They coming to get that shit back. But anyway, so you sit there and y'all was like, we was struggling, so we thought this man had the power and authority. He was going to fix that. You know what I mean? Our pension looking funny. Our 401ks looking funny. We dipping in our savings. Because y'all thought this person was coming in here like your knight in shining armor. And y'all hadn't learned nothing from the past. Y'all just still keep repeating the goddamn past over and over again when it comes to money. And you wonder why. Because your damn mindsets, y'all minds were closed. Y'all out here sacrificing people for money. You talking about we want to go big, we want to go bigger, and y'all got to sacrifice people to even go bigger. Come on, man. You in the same cycle y'all been since the medieval days. Damn, the technology changed and so did your clothes. But your mind seemed to stay the same. They only changed a little bit with the weather. Y'all still in lack mindset. You're not coming out of that. You're not coming out of poverty because you still in the 1920s and the 1940s. Y'all tried to take us back. Look where he got us. Make America great again. Y'all tried to take us back and y'all done ran into some major brick wall. Here we are, stagnant and stuck, hoping for this great change because y'all didn't want to change your mindsets. You thought y'all was going to get this great big money. Now you sitting over there heartbroken because y'all didn't want to change. Y'all wanted to keep things the same. Knowing what y'all wasn't doing wasn't always right. The way you thought about getting expansion and money and finances and stability, you was sacrificing too much to have it. And probably integrity and dignity and morals and all kinds. And all that shit is regurgitating on your asses. The stench is too big. It's too loud. You can no longer hide this. You can no longer hide them bodies in the earth, bro. The earth is sick of it. And it's not even funny no more, is it? It's not a laughing matter. Not right now. Not at this time. I don't care how much you sit there and try to stop me, slow me down. It's still what it is. I'm still who I am at the end of the day. You don't have the power over me to not be who I was born to be. That's stupid. And you sitting there wondering why this shit ain't working. It's in the fucking DNA. It's in the blueprint. You sit there and listen to lies and get disappointed because somebody telling you the truth. That's ass backwards. And you already know, literally, some of y'all ass backwards anyway. A little too often for some. And not telling nobody. So you walking backwards in the world when you supposed to be walking forward, men. And you wonder why your judgment is cloudy. Because you're not walking straight. Bar. You feel me? I had to sit on that one and let that one marinate. You know? So you guys is the one that's holding, you know, some of this situation up. But anyway, going back to it again, you know what I mean? You looking for this. You was all nostalgic about this person. Y'all not nostalgic about this individual no more when it comes to y'all having this great opportunity. You're actually heartbroken. Yes, y'all over there in lack because of this man. Y'all felt like this man was going to cut y'all poverty. You felt like he was going to cut out y'all lack. But what you wasn't seeing and recognizing in the past is that when y'all gave this person the opportunity, you was already heartbroken. You was already disappointed. And then you said, make America great again. Now you should know that shit is a lie. It's a lie. You built this shit up off of a lie. That's why you sitting here in the situation you in today. And you trying to figure out why. You tried to take us back. And we said, y'all said no going back and tried to take us back and got smacked in the face. What's the focus? Great. Hold on, brother. Scrolls, swords, wands. Oh, wands. Wands. Okay, so that's a sword of forces. Okay. Keys. So, yeah, that's where we at with this. So, so, so next card we got is will, wisdom, and mind. This is judgment, I would think. Uriel and the Sphinx. Uriel and the Sphinx. I think. Let's see what that's about, real quick. So there's two major endings coming, guys. We gotta go through two major endings. I don't know what it is. Hopefully we find out. If not, you guys are gonna find that out on your own. So when we got the Uriel and the Sphinx in reverse, this says, the sands of the desert have covered you once again. Not only have you put aside the deep inner work that brings to light your self-discovery, but also you've allowed even the mundane little things of life to settle upon you and keep you from your spiritual power. With this card reverse, you may have a strong tendency to slip into old emotional, mental, and behavior patterns. But the conscious and careful, the sand is quick. You must recommit and make a greater effort now. Happily, there is still someone both in spirit and in the physical world who can help. Find the kindred soul who shares your quest and open the Archangel Uriel. Make these relationships and your inner work a renewed priority. You have always been and will always be the most important job you will ever have. Dig in. It says, Akashic Force, since the Archangel Uriel approach you and send his energy into you, take a deep breath and feel yourself filled with the desire to carve out a new life for yourself. Let this force and purpose swell within. With them, you can blast away the old and create the new life in every moment. So, you getting your asses kicked, basically. You're getting your asses handed to you, and you thinking that somebody attacking someone else is supposed to free you from that, and that's not what they're saying. It's saying you don't want to admit to how you got in this situation. You're not taking accountability for your actions because you wanted a fast fix, a fast come up, or you didn't want it to be true and what it is that you know it is, and you putting up this resistance that you cannot win because it wasn't meant for you to win. It was meant for you to lose due to your judgment. The judgment you have been getting away with this whole time has always been wrong. Now Spirit is here to make it right, and you don't like that. Again, projecting and not taking accountability for your decision and your actions. You can't fit and you can't go with this same old type of mentality. You can't. Even if you was to get it, you still wouldn't even be able to. You don't have the power to survive off of it even after you receive it. That's what they're showing you. If you was to get it, you wouldn't live to enjoy it. And if you wouldn't enjoy it while you had it. Because it wasn't for you in the first place. It wasn't yours. And that's what y'all not understanding, because y'all are used to getting it your way. So it's a bunch of grown, spoiled brats that are having to sit their asses down. Let the universe do that. Get out of their way. This is if the universe, if the you, so if the universe put all y'all in y'all positions of power, right? You signed a contract on whatever positions y'all have, whatever jobs y'all have. You you had your whole life guide y'all to these path of whatever positions y'all had, and then you turned around and became too big headed for the people who for the gift that was given to you in order for you to pass the test, in order for you to receive the download, in order for you to have the family to guide you and lead you in these positions of power in this direction. And y'all turned around and slapped the universe in the face for giving you this gift. When it was time to hang it up, you didn't want to. But you turned something beautiful dark. But yet you still think you should have it. Why? Why do you think you still deserve this position when you totally slapped your destiny in the face? You slapped your destiny in the face with greed, perversion, all 7 deadly sins. But yet you still feel that you deserve this position of power. How? Because you already said fuck your path anyway. You already gave up all the nights that you stayed up studying. Or whatever this dream that was given to you that they thought you was going to be the best to do it. You totally shitted on them. So if your ancestors chose you and your family to be whoever it is and what it is that you were, you are a total embarrassment today. And you happy about it. And you mad that you have to change. If your ancestors ain't here to tell you they taught you wrong and they apologize for teaching you the way they teach you and see that you are willing to sacrifice the legacy that they gave you or how proud they were of you for even having this position, for even choosing and saying yes to the call, and you threw it in their motherfucking face and you would totally embarrass them on the other side because of your greed, of your selfishness. Now, what curse are you putting on your family? That's what y'all not hearing. You so busy worried about you or the roles changing, but yet you not understanding why. How come? How come when it came to you and this investment, right? And this individual, that out of all the other people that you had or could have used to put in this position of power, you chose not to let go of the past. You wanted to keep it the same, knowing that the last time you gave this person this opportunity, it wasn't a wise one. And now you heartbroken. What did you say? What's Uriana Sphinx Pharaoh? I gotta look that up again because I forgot. 99. But I remember the page. Yeah. It was your way, your past way of thinking. You didn't know. You didn't know. See, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not. It's not the fact that you trying to stop me anymore. It's the fact that you. It's the fact that you can't handle the truth. It ain't about you stopping me, or me not being able to work, or I'm not getting the support. It's the fact that y'all can't handle the truth. How about that? You can't handle the truth. You can't handle what's really happening here. You upset about the truth of the situation. It ain't about that how much you try to suppress somebody or stop somebody from being somebody they are already DNA made to be. It's the fact that you can't accept that it ain't you, and that what you try to make this person out to be, they not like you. It's some insecurities here too. It's somebody could come and do the job better than you that don't look like you. It's everything that you've been taught a lot. There's been a lot that you can't handle. It's you making a group of people look a certain way and they not them. But they are the people that you've been trying to be this whole time. That's what's offending you. That's why you keep mentioning and talking about them and attacking them, making these laws to suppress them. Because why? They not you and you not them. You can't handle that. You're not chosen. You wasn't chosen for the position. Your position was stolen. Because if it was meant for you to have, you wouldn't have made this decision to go dark when your gift was given to you in the light. You not hurting me. You hurt yourself trying to hurt me. You were immature with this wisdom and knowledge that you had. You chose the devil. Y'all chose the devil. That's why you mad. The devil is a liar. He lied to you for years, lifetimes. And he had use you to keep him in power. That's something y'all have to come to terms with. You was given the time and you was given the prophecy. To some of them was given a prophecy, and some of them didn't think it would ever change because they looked like it was going to change, and they didn't tell you the other end of the deal. They didn't tell you the other half of the contract. You're surprised. You should be. This person that y'all have been following was never a leader. This person was led to you. This person was sent to you in all these years and all these lifetimes to take y'all souls to the devil. Subconsciously or unsubconsciously. You guys sold your souls for money. and you didn't want to let this go. That is such a blasphemy to the living, to the universe, and to the dead. Y'all sold y'all souls to the devil and gave y'all families up for sacrifices. And you mad. You mad. Wow. And you got away with it too. If it wasn't 7 years, 70 years, 17 years, y'all did this for a long time, leaving people out in the cold for the devil. It's time to heal. It's time to heal this rage that has been in humanity for so long. Can you imagine that hidden energy of rage within the collective? For years and lifetimes. This rage has been hidden, but it's been able to manifest all kinds of catastrophes, poverty, sickness, illness. Can you imagine walking around with this anger or this rage just festering and holding on to you, but you coping with it, you adapted to it, dealing with it, but it's still manifesting in the world around you because you never healed it. Even if you died and came back, you never healed the rage from your past lives. Whether you was on the hating end or you was on the one having to protect yourself in, you never healed. We never healed from this rage in our past lives. This is what we need to heal, is this rage. This rage is what you see today. This energy you feel is this hidden rage from past lives that has to be healed. Y'all, I'm about to get really, this gonna sound, even to when it comes to men being intimate with each other, there's a hidden rage there. There's a rage, there's a conquering that's manifested into the world as well. I'm not saying everybody, but that's why it softens you up. I'm just saying. You ain't got to believe me, but it is what it is. This is what has to be healed. Now, it sounds a little cliche. It sounds a little, Disney, all that type of shit. But this is what they've been manifesting off of. This hidden rage. Lifetime after lifetime. Y'all leave this bitch heartbroken. Come back again, get heartbroken. Leave again, heartbroken. You just adapt. You adapt to whatever that heartbreak is. You adapt to getting in a marriage that you once were happy in, but you're no longer happy in. But you stay because you don't want to start over. You don't want to invest again. Then you go leave somebody that was good and you go get somebody that's bad. All that is just continue this cycle of rage of going, and it's just hidden. It changed, it morphed, it shape shifted. That's what make America great again symbolizes and stands for. A hidden rage. Say I'm lying. No, I'm not. There will be no commitment. There will be no marriage. And that's just that. So the fact that you robbed our American people again for this is why it's looking the way it's looking. Grim. Now, 1 days of peace. I told you this. You ain't been in peace since January 6th of 2025. They let us make this. They let us make the decision. They let us go follow through with this crooked decision, just to show us how it affects Not just one person, 2, 3, 4. How it affects everybody. So when we go to make decisions, we need to make decisions for the collective. Not Republican, not Democrat. The collective. That's everybody. That's the people behind the desk, and there's people standing in front of it. And now everybody's stressing and worried about their finances and their pensions. Yeah, well, stop thinking that they your goddamn heroes and learn how to holler at your ancestors every once in a goddamn while. Because they the ones who got to help you clean up the mess that they help you make. Okay? Some of them want to get their justice too. Some of them want to bring balance into y'all life and even teaching y'all some of this shit. Because they probably over there in purgatory getting judged for you guys repeating the damn cycle and you not even trying to see that. So they going to let the universe get in your ass because you not listening. They ain't going to have no choice. So them lifesavers y'all looking for, you already told your ancestors to kiss your ass when it came to that gift that they gave you that you chose to abuse by hurting innocent people. So now when it comes to judgment on you, they ain't nowhere to be found. They ain't nowhere in sight. Yeah, you wonder why. I'm telling you. Change your perspective. It ain't about this person winning. It's about you cleaning up your fucking legacy. And I'm saying it just like that. Because you out there embarrassing your ancestors. And they the reason why, some of y'all ancestors, the reason why y'all act the way y'all act. So they letting judgment be called on y'all. Because they are tired. And the people on earth are tired too. Y'all coming, y'all sending their family members home all early and shit because you selfish and greedy. And now y'all want some kind of, y'all need a break. Y'all need some mercy. That's funny. Y'all need a helping hand, but you was sitting here cutting people's hands off so they couldn't help themselves. How that look for you? How that's working for you? Somebody saying they stuck and they don't even see. Spirit says somebody, y'all stuck because y'all don't even see what's coming. You ain't going to be able to move. Whatever's coming, you're not going to be able to move. It's just going, you just going to get hit. When that tide come in, it's just going to knock you on your ass. Period. You got some time. I don't know how much time, but I know you got some. But according to this card, I don't know what kind of time that is. So, all that negative energy that y'all been spitting out, speaking out, all that's getting cleared. And you will be humbled because you was very not humbled. Unhumbled. Because you didn't want this to manifest, or you didn't want to allow this to come in. So if you don't want this to allow in, Spirit gonna move you right on out the way. You're gonna go over there and you're gonna have to get judged, whether that's in jail or the afterlife. Oh, and Spirit said it's getting deep out here, and you know it. You wasn't humble. You had no humility. But you know what? Now that this storm or this whatever's coming in, I bet you change your mind then. Because you're going to want some liberation. It ain't going to be none nowhere to be found. Karma is here for all that black magic that y'all been sending out. So whatever magic you sent out, it's going to be coming knocking on your door. And you already seeing the signs. You just choosing to ignore them. You already seeing it. and you feeling like you ain't getting no divine love. So whatever you was calling on to help ease this pain, to help ease this grief, it ain't coming because it's your karma. Oh, and they said whatever's coming for you is going to be extraordinary. It's going to be a spectacle. And you might think I'm just sitting here calling your bluff or just scaring you. No, you did it yourself when you went in that graveyard, when you went in them caves, when you went in little secret covens and them secret meetings and thought you was going to sacrifice somebody. You should have been scared when you did that, but you wasn't. So since you wasn't scared then, you shouldn't be scared now. And with that being said, I'm done. And I hope you guys have a beautiful one. Bye.